जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी। गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजना। यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजना। यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजना। यमुना तीर वनचारी। यमुना तीर वनचारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya. Nittai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. जयं विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर श्री श्री जीवान शिलाभ शरणानंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वयं प्रभुपाद की जय। इस्कॉन ब्यूटी फाउंडर आचार्य जीवान एसी भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी शिल प्रभुपाद की जय। जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर श्री श्री जीवान भक्ति सिद्धांत शास्त्री गोस्वामी महाराज शिल प्रभुपाद की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। नमाचार्य शिल हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरिराज गोवर्धन की जय। ब्रजमणि वृंदावन धाम की जय। द्वारिका मायापुर धाम की जय। जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय। गंगा माई की जय। यमुना माई की जय। भक्ति देवी की जय। तुलसी महारानी की जय। समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। पतित पावन श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। मोस्ट मर्सीफुल लॉर्ड शिव श्री राधा मदन मोहन जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुधर महारानी श्री श्री गौर निताय की जय। ग्रंथराशन भागवत महापुराण की जय। गौर पवानंदे हरि हरि बोल। ऑल ग्लोरी टू द असेंबल्ड डिवोटीज हरे कृष्ण। ऑल ग्लोरी टू द असेंबल्ड डिवोटीज हरे कृष्ण। ऑल ग्लोरी टू द असेंबल्ड डिवोटीज हरे कृष्ण। ऑल ग्लोरीज टू श्री गुरु एंड गौरांग। Hare Krishna. Today we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 5, Chapter 15, Text 12. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायण नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नंद गोपकुमाराय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। यस्याबद्धुरे भगवान् भगवान् अध्वरात्मा यस्याध्वरे भगवान् धुरात्मा मघोनिमादित्युरुसोमपीठे मघोनिमाद्युतुरुसोमपीठे श्रद्धा विशुद्धा चल भक्ति योगा श्रद्धा विशुद्धा चल भक्ति योगा समर्पितज्या फलमाजहार समर्पितज्या फलमाजहार जस्याध्वरे भगवान् अध्वरात्मा मघोनिमाद्युतुरुसोमपीठे श्रद्धा विशुद्धा चल भक्ति योगा समर्पितज्या फलमाजहार यस्याधरे भगवान् अध्वरात्मा मघोनिमाद्युतुरुसोमपीठे श्रद्धा विशुद्धा चल भक्ति योगा समर्पितज्या फलमाजहार यस्याधरे भगवान् धरात्मा मघोनिमाद्युतुरुसोमपीठे श्रद्धा विशुद्धा चल भक्ति योगा समर्पितज्या फलमाजहार यस्याध्वरे भगवान् धरात्मा मघोनिमाद्युतुरुसोमपीठे श्रद्धा विशुद्धा चल भक्ति योगा ब्रह्म फलमाजहार। माताजी what meaning? Yasya of whom King Gaya Adhvare in his different sacrifices Bhagavan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Adhvara Atma, the Supreme Enjoyer of all sacrifices, the Jagyam Purusha, Maghoni, when King Indra, Madhyati, intoxicated, Uru, greatly, Somapite, drinking the intoxicant called Soma. Shraddha by devotion, Vishuddha purified, Achala and steady Bhakti Yoga by devotional service, Samarapita offered, Ijya of worshipping, Phalam the result, Ajahara accepted personally. Translation purport by Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. In Maharaj Gaya's sacrifices, there was a great supply of the intoxicant known as Soma. King Indra used to come and become intoxicated by drinking large quantities of Somarasa. Also, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, or Vishnu, the Yajna Purusha, also came and personally accepted all the sacrifices offered unto him with pure and firm devotion in the sacrificial arena. Shri Radha Madan Mohan, Jagannath Baladev Sudhara Maharani, Shri Gaur Nitai ki jai. Purport. Maharaj Gaya was so perfect that he satisfied all the demigods who were held by the heavenly king Indra. Lord Vishnu himself also personally came to the sacrificial arena to accept the offering. Although Maharaj Gaya did not want them, he received all the blessings of the demigods and the Supreme Lord himself. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakhyuronmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamaiham Tadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Uddha Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Shagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tang Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Visakhanitamsa Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharne Nirvishesha Sunyabadi Paschatya Deshatarne He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanuste Devi Pranamami Haripriye Jayatam Sruto Pango Mamandamatergati Matsarvasva Padamboja Radha Madana Mohano Divya Vrindaranya Kalpadrumado Srimad Ratnagara Singhasanasta Sri Sri Radha Srila Govinda Devo Prishthalivi Sebhyamano Smarami Sriman Rasarasarambe Bansi Padatadastitaha Karsan Venu Sunir Gopi Gopinatha Sri Astunah Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prem Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratuse Namaha Panchatattvatvakam Krishnam Bhaktarupa Swarupakam Bhaktavatara Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Saktikam Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Swadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukhaṁ karoti vācālaṁ pangulang ghāyate giri yatkripa tamahang bande Shri Guru Dinatarane Paramananda Madhava Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram. Hare Krishna. today with the wonderful great fortune, all of us we are assembled at the special courtyard of Sri Radha Madan Mohan to discuss the transcendental literature, Srimad Bhagavatam. I seek blessings from all the eloquent Vaishnavas over here. By all of our blessings, we may discuss from the page of Srimad Bhagavatam, primarily for my own purification, and with all of our association, will please the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Radha Madan Mohan. This is a very small purport, but very, very meaningful and very special verse. Srila Prabhupada writes that towards the end of the purport, although Maharaj Gaya did not want them, he received all the blessings of the demigods and the Supreme Personality of Godhead, our Lord Himself, Supreme Lord Himself. In this world, people, by doing various different karma kanda activities, pious people, by acting piously, they are performing some various pujas to various demigods, they may please them. And we see that many people are able to please some demigods. But here the case is very unique. Here Maharaj Gaya received the blessings of the demigods, that means all the demigods, and most importantly the Supreme Lord Himself. Getting the blessing of demigods could be quite easy from the pages of Bhagavad Gita. But getting the blessings of the Supreme Lord Himself is not that easy. Why that not easy? Because Lord Sri Krishna says that He will be pleased with unalloyed, unmotivated devotional service. Here in this verse also we see Achalam Bhakti, steady devotion. The very special word. The Supreme Personality God is pleased with pure devotional service. He is pleased with everybody. I mean, He loves everybody, but He is pleased with some. Those who have Achala Bhakti or those who practice Achala Bhakti. In this chapter, the title is The Descendants of King Priyabrata. The great personality, King Priyabrata, he had his very wonderful lineage where the great Rajarshis, the kings, have come. And this chapter is glorifying all of them. Some of their just names, some of their little activities, but last week we were hearing from His Grace Tarun Mohan Prabhu, he was speaking that when the name of King Gaya came, Sukadeva Goswami starts elaborating little more. He is a very special king. He is not like any other king. Very special king. And king is the person who has taken the service of leadership. A person, when he takes the service of leadership, he has a special responsibility. In this world, many people wanted to leader, but not as a service, but as a activity by which they will be glorified. They will be controlling. So who is a true leader? Who could be a leader? Whom we should consider as a leader, whom we should not consider a leader? Actually speaking, a leader is a person who has the capacity or who has the ability to influence others, one or more persons. From that point of view, you see, each one of us sitting over here are leaders. The word we speak, the way we deal, the activities we do, each of these activities, each of these words are certainly going to influence some people, affect some people. No doubt in that. From that point of view, each one of us is leaders at our own level. Some of us maybe officially we have been given the service of leadership, some of us not. But factually speaking, from the definition of leadership, every single person in this world are leader. A father is a leader, a mother is a leader, a brother is a leader, even a child is a leader. The attendees in the Bhagavatam class also leaders. A person in Bhagavatam class, somehow because of some conditionings, if he feels sleepy, he's influencing others to feel sleepy. But a person, despite of all difficulties, if he sits very attentively, irrespective of the person who is your speaker, and very determiningly trying to enthusiastically hear, he influences others to do the same. Others say that, oh, so special personality, I should have tried such a special activities he's doing. But even in leadership, there could be a bad leader, there could be a good leader, based on their own activities. We see from the beginning of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, the first verse, first chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Dharma Khetre Kurukshetre Samaveda Utsava Mamakaha Pandavaschaiva Kim Akarvata Sanjaya. This is the question asked by the king Dhritarashtra to Sanjaya. Dhritarashtra at that point of time happened to be a king, happened to be a leader of the whole kingdom, Hastinapur. And the way he asked the question, that itself shows his selfishness. Mamaka Pandavaschaiva. The son of Pandu and my sons, what they are doing. Can you speak about me? The very moment when we think of selfishness, we are proving ourselves a bad leader. Dhritarashtra, he was a great king. He could hear there are great things happening and there are worse things also happening. He could hear that the Pandavas have been mistreated and Duryodhana is mistreating them and his team are mistreating them. And Draupadi was insulted. Pandavas were repeatedly been sentenced to death. All these things hearing, but he could not able to realize that. He knows this is wrong, but he couldn't act upon it. Why? Because of his blindness of affection towards his son. Bodily he was blind, but morally also he was blind, and spiritual also he was blind. Pashyanapi na pashyati. While seeing, he is not able to see. Physically or bodily point of view, he was not able to see because of his blindness in the eyes. But spiritually, even though you are hearing, still he was not able to see that. From spiritual point of view, they are doing wrong. And you are not taking any action on them. So that's not a good mood. And in fact, when Duryodhana could able to get something very lucrative, he was rejoicing. It was kind of enjoyment, selfish enjoyment. But the leader's motive is not selfish enjoyment, but selfless service. A leader means who willfully wanted to do selfless service. He is the right leader. The mood is to accept the responsibility and to serve others while engaging them in the service of the Supreme Personality Godhead. That is the proper leader. That is the mood. The mood and motive of the leader should be very clear. The mood of the leader is to do service, and motive of the leader is not for enjoyment, but to serve with them. And engaging them in the respective service by which they will be getting closer to understand Krishna or remember Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. See, King Gaya was a powerful king. In previous verses, we see that no king were coming to a rival among them. Akantaka Rajya Bhoga. But what is that need for him to perform sacrifices? Why he did it? He wanted to see that the subjects, the prajas, are being blessed by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And that's possible when a leader of the praja will be getting blessed, getting the mercy. The International Society of Krishna Consciousness is blessed by the Supreme Personality Godhead Shri Radha Madan Mohan because Srila Prabhupada is blessed by. It is Srila Prabhupada's purity is the force for all of us. So when the leader is proper, the subjects, the prajas will automatically be proper. The leader should have character and competency. He should have definitely special character and special competency. Why the character? If he doesn't have a character, people, in general, will not respect him. And even though he may say good thing, nobody will listen because he doesn't have good character. Also, he should have competency. If he doesn't have competency, he cannot act properly. Let's say there are two persons come over here to our Bhagavatam class today. One of them is not a practicing devotee, but he is very experienced physician or doctor. And there is another person, he is a practicing devotee, but he knows a little bit about medicines and all, but not very much renowned. When somebody is sick, severely sick, whom should we approach? Actually speaking, a unbiased point of view, none of them are fit for treating. Because the person is not proper character. He is a very good experience in medicines, but sometimes he steals the organs while he does operations or cesareans. He doesn't have good character. He cheats the people by charging so much money. Who will go to him? He has competency, but no good character. But here other person is a devotee. He has not good competency, but he is a devotee. He has good character. So from unbiased point of view, none of them are fit because these two are very important, character and competency. But when character is proper and if this character is leading towards devotional service, irrespective of proper competency, still in some cases he will be chosen because the character is good. If we approach that devotee, he may do the basic treatment of the person and he says that, well, I don't know much, I'll refer to another senior person to whom I know. That's a good character. Right? He has good character and because he's devotee, he has been selected. So one of the prime aspect of a character is compassion. There are many wonderful characters out there, but if a person is given the service of leadership, he should have compassion. And how you know it is just a sentimental compassion or true compassion? Based on how he acts. Based on how he acts on the person to whom he is dealing with. If the person to whom I am dealing, if that person is not properly responding towards me, still I will be compassionate. And that is true compassion. And it's not a sentimental platform. There is a story, oftentimes our preacher speaks about. A sadhu was walking in the ocean, shore of the ocean. And near the ocean, the waves are coming and bouncing over them and going back. While walking by, he found there is a, what is it? Yeah, scorpion. Prabhuji knows the story. So scorpion comes and Sadhu wanted to help the scorpion to come out. And he went and got the scorpion out and the scorpion bite him. He slept it. And the scorpion again came back to water. We know the story. He repeatedly goes and brings the scorpion. At one point, he went inside the water to bring the scorpion out. So, irrespective of the behavior or the dealing of the recipient, sadhu is truly compassionate. So, not necessarily you have to. A leader has to imitate the sadhu in this traditional way, but in a very practical way, from heart of heart. How many devotees respected Srila Prabhupada when he went over there? People came and at one point in time, at midnight somebody came to kill him. Prabhupada was compassionate. Prabhupada continued to stay in America. Give his compassion towards everybody. And in Markina Bhagavad Dharma, Prabhupada writes, can you imagine? He wrote this song while traveling in Jaladuta. He never thought that it will be glorified by thousands of people in 22nd century in the Kotira Radha Madan Mohan. Now I am writing after 50 years it will be glorified. No, it is a heartfelt offering, heartfelt feeling. He writes out of compassion how these people in general, they are completely affected with the passion and ignorance. My dear Lord, if you want, they will be purified. If you want, you will speak through my mouth by which they will understand. That is his compassion. And those are the true leaders. True character comes with genuine compassion. We see in the case of Arjuna. Arjuna was the person before hearing Bhagavad Gita, and Arjuna was also a person after hearing Bhagavad Gita. Before hearing Bhagavad Gita, he has compassion. He was saying that, no, why should I kill them? They are my kinsmen. Better let me go to forest, become a yogi, become a mendicant. I don't need anything from them. Let them enjoy. He was compassionate. But Krishna was not properly, Krishna told him, no, this is not proper. Kudastam kalma sameda. From where this thing comes to you? And you are speaking big things like prajna bhadasya bhasase. What kind of nonsense you are talking about? But after hearing Bhagavad Gita, he continued to have compassion, but in the way Krishna asked him to. And he himself declares that I regained my memory and all my illusion has been gone. I will follow your instruction, my dear Lord. A true leader leaves the choice on the dependents. Don't impose something on others. And we see the Krishna being a true leader. He did not impose anything on Arjuna. Even though after he spoke very strongly, whole 18th chapter Bhagavad Gita, what he spoke at the end? Whatever you like. Jathichasi tatho kuru. Whatever you like, you do, Arjuna. Now it's with you. Because of this creative freedom given to him, he is chosen to become a proper compassionate person. When we, on the name of leadership, we try to control somebody, we try to impose our leadership on somebody, the recipient will not be happy. Maybe for the time being, because of your power, because of your position, he may agree, but in the heart of heart, he will not be agree. It is natural. But when one gives the creative freedom with proper knowledge and the consequence of the activities according to the knowledge, properly known to the person, then the person will given a choice to choose, he will be choosing. Even though it happens to that if the recipient choose something inappropriately, still a leader should have patience to help him. And within due course of time, with proper compassion, with proper prayer, the recipient will be recovered. We see in the Vaishnava songs, it has been written by Bhaktivinoda Thakur. He says that, my dear Lord, when I will get the sad of the lotus feet of Vaishnavas. And why should I get that? When I get that, I'll go to him and offer my prayers and say, my dear Prabhu, I've been suffering in this material world. Can you please help me to get out of it? While crying, I'll offer this prayer. Kandya kandya jana iva dukha grama sansara janjala haite magyo vishrama. And what is that devotee will do for us? He will pray for us. He will pray for us, and then with his prayers, Krishna, who is Kripamaya, who is the ocean of mercy, will definitely become merciful on me. Suniya amar dukha Vaishnava Thakur Ama lagi Krishna ave divena prachura. Prachura means so much. A big what do you call the application only file. My dear Lord, can you please help this devotee? And then Vaishnavara nivedane Krishna dayamaya ehena pamar prati haive sadai. Krishna will be very happy, I mean very merciful, even though I'm a wretched soul. I'm useless, still he'll be happy, merciful on us. So a leader, coming back to point, a leader should be compassion and should have patience to see that the recipient, the subjects are being properly situated, understood, and taking their own course of time to make them correct. Arjuna said at the end of Bhagavad Gita, Nashta mohorsi labdhva karisya vachanam dava. And while a leader, while acting compassionately in this world, the effect of illusory energy may come to the leaderships. And leaders may think that I'm a great person, I'm compassion. Actually, not compassion, it is compassion. Passion is coming to him, not compassion. And how to get away of that? He should always know that even if person through my influence happen to help, get some help, it is not me, it is Supreme Lord. I become an instrument in his hand for this person at this point of time. Not necessarily I'll continue to become instrument for everybody for every time. Not necessarily. Krishna has chosen me to be an instrument for this person at this point of time for this task. So I shouldn't be proud of it. It is Krishna. A tool, a screwdriver has nothing to do with prideness. It is the mechanic who is using the screwdriver. He has the skill to make the screw tight or loose based on the need. It's Krishna who is Swarad, who is all powerful. He knows whom to use when, for whom. So, compassion can be executed when one is ready to become instrument in the hands of the Supreme Personality Godhead under the guidance of bona fide spiritual master and his representatives. And this is the right mood of characteristic. When a leader or a king is virtuous, is a proper leadership quality, naturally every resources will be arranged for him. Earlier we have seen earlier cantos, Srimad Bhagavatam, 4th canto, Prithvi Maharaj. When he was king, earth gave everything. Everything came from the earth. All resources came from earth. Right? The great kings, they were getting all the crops, minerals, and jewels, and medicines, herbs, everything. Why? Because he is a good, virtuous king. And earth is mother. Think practically. In a house, if a son is very virtuous, very obedient, very truthful, and with properly cultured. When he is a grown-up age, mother gives the keys of his tijori. Is it not? Now you are responsible, you can take these keys on. We are old now. It is yours. In the same house, if the son is not obedient, disobedient, and always for the selfish material desires, he spends money uselessly, don't care anybody, don't respect anybody, will mother give? Till the last breath, she will never give the keys. That's what happened to the king. When king is virtuous, when king is pious, when king is devotee, Mother Earth gives sarva kama udhamahi, gives everything. But when the king is not so, like Bena, everything has been given, taken up from him. So a person or a leader, when his compassion, his true compassion can be identified, how far he is guiding the subjects to come closer to Krishna, to remember their own identification. Who are they? Who they are? Who God is? What is the relationship with God? And how they can revive their relationship. If that has been somehow or other given to the praja, to the subjects, according to their will to receive it, not imposing on that, but according to their way to receive it, then that leader is called a true compassion leader. And they not only lead the prajas just by controlling them. Actually, a true leader is not a power hunter autocrat. He is a compassionate, loving friend. A friend is in need, friend is indeed. He should be like that. If somebody wanted to be leader, somebody wanted to influence, then the proper influence can be coming only in this way. He will always see how I can inculcate Krishna consciousness to the people in general to whom I am leading with, according to their level. We see our preachers all over the Hyderabad. They are going different places. And they are giving Krishna consciousness according to their level. When a new boy comes to our IOS camp, what do you tell him? We don't tell him that chant 16 rounds, follow principle. We don't tell them. So they just come. Attend the beautiful kirtan over here in our Dwarkapuri hall on Saturday. Dance in happiness. Have nice prasadam. Come regularly. That's how they are given Krishna consciousness in the beginning according to their level. The same boy keep coming. We ask them, would you mind to chant one round? Our Jagadishwar Prabhu is expert in doing that. Every day devotees are chanting so many rounds here. People are coming there especially happily chanting. Hundreds of devotees are coming every day. And weekends it's becoming something thousands. So this is a true leader. And the leader always thinks how I can give according to their level. And when the two leaders speak to each other, they discuss how we can inspire each other so that we can together inspire others. We see in third canto in Bhagavatam, Vidur and Maitreya, they were discussing. Janasya Krishna vimukhasya daivat adharmasilasya sudukhitasya anugrahaya charanti nunam bhutani bhavyani janardanasya. This is true compassion. The last two lines. The first two lines is Janasya Krishna vimukhasya daivat. Why the people are sudukhitasya? Why they are miserable? Because Krishna vimukha. And because of Krishna vimukha, they become adharma shilasya. They become they are not practicing religion, irreligionist. And that's why they are getting dukkha, sudukhitasya. By seeing the distress of others is not only compassion. By doing anugraha, And Charantinunam goes out. There are hundreds of people coming to Sri Radha Madhavan's courtyard, and devotees like our Jagdish Hari Prabhu and others are giving them the godless mercy of Sri Radha Madan Mohan. But there are millions of others who are out. They are not ready to come. And devotees, all of our other devotees, they are going out. There are some people, those who are not coming out of their hostel at all. Our preachers goes to hostel. Sarantinunam. And what they are making them? They are making them understand who they are. How? By speaking the glories of Supreme Personality Godhead according to the level of the recipient. That is why in 4th canto of Bhagavatam, when Pruthu Maharaj happened to witness the Supreme Personality Godhead, Sri Narayan himself appeared in front of him. He offered the prayers. And one of the prayers, he said that, please, my dear Lord, give me the association of a pure devotees. Why? What is the name of pure devotees? Sauttama shloka mahan mukhachyuta bhavat padambuja sudha kananila smrutir punarna vimsatya tattvam kujogi namna vitarat malambrai. Those are the pure devotees. When they speak about your glories, through their mouth, through their voice, the soothing nectarian saffron particles from a dust of your lotus feet have been sprinkled over us. Nectarian, soothing, cooling saffron dust particles from the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality Godhead been showered upon the audience when the pure devotee speaks about Krishna. Why? How? Where he gets from? Because he sits at the lotus feet of Lord Sri Krishna. Namam Vishnu Padaya, Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale. We are saying Prabhupada. He is the master of Oz, but he sits at the lotus feet of Sri Radha Madan Mohan. Because he sits at the lotus feet of Radha Madan Mohan, he can easily access the saffron dust particles of the lotus feet of Sri Radha Madan Mohan. And he sprinkles through his mouth. And what happens? The same thing happened to Arjuna. It happens to every audience. Only if they are eager to hear like Arjuna. Before Krishna speaks, Arjuna chosen to become eager. And he declared himself, Shishyastem sadhimam prapanna. I am a surrendered soul, my dear sir. Please correct me. Consider me as your disciple. And Srila Prabhupada writes, Krishna speaks again in the same Bhagavad Gita. What is the process of acquiring transcendental knowledge? Tat vidhi pranipatena pariprashnani sevaya ubadikshans jnana jnana tattvatasinaha. The tattvasis, pure Vaishnavas, Mahantas, through their Mahan Mukha, through their great lotus mouth, they speak about Krishna. But when we are proper recipient, we receive that. What is the change happen? Smrutir punaha. We will regain our memory. As happened with Arjuna. He regained his knowledge and memory that, what? I am the servant of Lord Sri Krishna. Nashtamoho Sutiladva. Here, Smrutir punaha. And what will go? Nashtamoho for him. Here, Vismruta Tattva. That I was Vimukhasya, but by the great devotees Mahan Mukhachyuta, I become Samukhasya. Srila Prabhupada transcendental literature, which is nothing that comes out of his Mahan Mukha, are competent enough to make the whole world inundated in the saffron dust particle of the Sri Radha Madan Mohan's lotus feet. There is no doubt in it. Provided that we access it with our sincerity and seriousness, with proper humility and proper character. Then that is all available for all of us. So in this way, a true leader should cultivate good characters, and should access compassion by adhering or surrendering to the lotus feet of Lord Sri Krishna through the bona fide disciplic succession. Then, elsewhere in Bhagavatam, it's mentioned that when one has proper faith on the Supreme Personality Godhead and the spiritual master, all the good qualities of virtuous personality, especially demigods, will automatically manifest in the heart of a devotee. So one doesn't have to extraneously act something. Just one has to become Krishna conscious. Srila Prabhupada writes in the basic small books, Elevation to Krishna Consciousness, On the Way to Krishna, which if you read, the conclusion of every chapter is just be Krishna conscious. That's it. Nothing else. Just chant Hare Krishna and follow the standard given by Krishna consciousness devotees at your level. You don't have to imitate somebody else. Just practice at your level. Start with at your level. Krishna consciousness is such a process which can be started at any person, by any person at any time, at any place, at any level. There is no bar. It is only in Krishna consciousness we see that the people, those who are very downtrodden, they have been accepted. And there are the great personality, they have been accepted. We see there are great personalities like great kings who are performing all 9 kind of devotional service. They have been practicing Krishna consciousness. And we see there are the downtrodden people, those who are like Murgaris. There is no virtuousness. They become Krishna consciousness. So Krishna consciousness process which helps everybody at any point of time, at whatever the condition they might be. So if it is for everybody, why not for us? I remember, I'll just end in 2 minutes. I had a wonderful story long back, I think it was in 2007 or 8, through the lecture of His Holiness Satyananda Swami Maharaj. He was telling a story, really good story, especially meant for the sadhakas, the practicing devotees. He said that, I'm not going to take long time for all of you, just conclude within a few minutes, that's what he said. He said, I could see that timing is only 8 minutes, he told the whole story, 7 minutes I believe. Here there was a sadhu. And naturally sadhu, what they do? They go and preach. Their whole business is how I'll preach, how I'll bring the devotees to the lotus feet of Krishna. But nobody was listening to them. Nobody was listening to them, no facilities were given to them, nobody is ready to hear. He was being frustrated. And one day he was praying to Krishna. My dear Lord, please do something. If you want, you can do something, definitely. I have full faith on you. Please do something. It was very, very heartfelt prayers offering. And the Lord happened to speak to him. Tell me what you want. He said, I want this. He said, okay, I'll give a benediction to you. Now you can go out. And you can send anybody and everybody go back to Godhead. Immediately, at the very moment, provided that he is ready. Sadhu was so happy, elated. Who will not ready? Right away in that very moment, people are suffering over here. Janasya Krishna, Vimukhasya Devat, Adharma Shila Sudukhitasu. Everyone happy. I'll just right away run from there. And first immediately he met one young couple who were coming. He said that, hey, I have something very special gift for you. Shall I give you? He said, yes, you can tell me. He said that I would like to send you back to Godhead. You don't have to do anything in this world. Right away you can go. He said, yes, I'm happy, but we just recently got married. Just give us some time. But I'll tell you something. My parents are very pious. And they are really doing all the pujas and all. That's good candidate for you right away. And I'll take your contact number. I'll give your contact number. I'll reach you back. And this way he told, give the contact number to his parents, and the sadhu received his parents. And the parents received him very nicely, offered worship, and asked him, how can I serve you, sir? And the sadhu said that, you don't have to serve me. I'm coming to serve you. Right away, that all your responsibility is done, you can go back to Godhead right away. Are you ready? Said, yes, we are. Just give us some time, little bit. Our son just got married. In some 1-2 years, he'll get blessed with the children. We just wanted to see our children, grandchildren. After that, nothing else, sir. We'll go. Give your contact number. We'll definitely reach out. Sadhu was feeling very bad. He went out and was feeling, whom should I approach? In this way, he approached many persons, and on the way he was walking, and he could not get anybody to whom he can send back to Godhead. Nobody is ready in that time. And then suddenly found a big road mess up. Road accident took place. A big person was coming in the car, and the car became like completely gone. And the person has come to coma. And the ambulance came and took him. And Sadhu followed the ambulance. He reached in the hospital. He met the person. And the person was just coming out of coma a little bit, saying that, I know you have been suffering so much. Your whole body is aching. So many parts of bone has been broken. And doctor has doubtful whether you will continue to survive or not. But I have a great gift for you, my dear sir. You can come out of all these miseries, all the difficulty for all time to come. Right away you can go back to Godhead. There is no more birth, no more death, no more disease. Nothing, sir. Are you ready? He said, thank you so much, sir. I can't pay the debt you have given to me. You have come from, without calling you have come on your own, and you're giving this, something like this. I can't pay debt to you. But can you also please pray for me? Recently I got a big project. Just have to complete this project. I'll get quickly healed and complete this project. After that, I'll listen to you. I'll go back to Godhead. Sadhu was scratching his head. What kind of things happening in this world? This person doesn't even know he'll alive or not. He's thinking of project to successful. Not ready to go back to Godhead. I'm giving everything to him. He was very, very distressed. He came out and he was again offering his prayers. Prayerful. And with his sincere prayer, the Lord appeared once again. He said, what happened now? You asked me, I gave you all facilities. But sir, what to do? Nobody listening. He said that. Then Maharaj said, my dear devotees, he was addressing devotees only. Please hear carefully what the Lord told him. He said that, my dear sadhu, you tried to give the boon what I given to you, to everybody. Did you ever try for yourself? Would you like to try for yourself? Would you like to come to me, go back to Godhead right away? So I said, yes, Prabhu, I wanted to come, but I wanted to have a good temple for you, good audience, good number of devotees, so they can go back to Godhead. I just have a couple of projects over here. After that, anyway, I know you will take me back to Godhead. Maharaj said, think at this very moment. Take a pause. Think on your own. All of us. How much you are clinging to our own projects and activities and so-called services, forgetting the real goal of life is going back to Godhead and serving the Lordship. If at this very moment, I was giving the lecture at New Vrindavan, he said, at this very moment, if the Lordship Shri Radha Vrindavan Chandra comes and asks you, are you ready? What do you think of? You don't have to answer me, you just think on yourself. That's where he ended the lecture. So, a sadhu is a person, on the name of compassion, he should be compassionate on himself also. A leader is a person who is not only leading the others, but also he should lead his own self. That while leading the others, I should also lead my own self to go back to Godhead, to serve the Lordship. My ultimate goal is to please Him by serving Him. I am doing preaching, I am going to the devotees, I am going to people in general to remind them about their original position of Krishna, servant of Krishna, but for what? So that Krishna will please me. Allow me to do service to Him. That is the only purpose, nothing else. So that's the true leadership. A true leadership is one who has true compassion. A true compassion can be properly shown if one is with good character and good competency. And in this, a true devotee is always a true leader. Hare Krishna. Thank you all very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Grantharasan Bhagavat Mahapuran ki jai. Gaur Pramanande Hari Hari. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bhyavacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai.